everyone, welcome along and welcome to this first look at Edgewater Saskatchewan for Farming Simulator 22. This is a map by Sask Modding and BcBuhler Farms. And yeah, it's a really interesting Canadian map, this. And just looking at this, I'm going to start off by having a quick walk around the main farmyard that you start with. It's a really nice bare bones farm and gives you a really good feel, actually, for how the rest of this map is. There's a couple of sheds. You get a good amount of equipment, if I can get in here. Yeah. So, yeah, you start off with some, a fairly big truck and a fairly big combine. But the yard itself is fairly bare bones and has a lot of character to it. I really, really like this main yard. And it gives you a good feel, actually, what the rest of this map is like. Let's have a look at the map itself, the PDA. And this is one of the most interesting PDAs I think I've ever seen for a map. These fields are not courseplay or helper friendly at all, and I kind of love that. This is a proper map to think. I think do multiplayer. These fields are not small fields. These fairly weird shaped ones, and you can see that reflected in the price of some of them as well. 426,000 for 32. I think the biggest price. 578. I think field 6 is the biggest price that's about here. There's nothing really above that if we have a look around. So yeah, I think our biggest price is field 6. There are 7 farms on this map as well. So as far as this is a very multiplayer friendly map and absolutely fantastic for that. Our smallest area, I think, might be area 49 at only 8,000. So, despite the look of this, this is also fairly friendly for start from scratch as well. So this map has a good balance to it as far as that goes. You can come in here, you can do start from scratch, you can start your own little farm. There are plenty of areas that are of a lower cost that you can come in and buy and work and work your way up. And there are 7 farms if you want to do multiplayer. It does big equipment, it does small equipment. It is a great map for all of that kind of thing. 53 fields in total on here, which is really, really nice. It has 3 new crops on it as well: flax, lentils, and peas. So if you wanted to do peas in Farm Sim, peas are included in this map as well, which is absolutely brilliant. It also includes swathable crops too. So the wheat, the barley, the oats, the flax, and the canola are all able to be cut by a mower and then using the swathing head on the combine be harvested, which is absolutely brilliant. I love that. Yeah, and this map is just so gorgeous. Just such an interesting map, I think. What do we also have? We also have a custom coupe, custom train and traffic vehicles. We got custom water source in 3 locations, flax bales, and a custom TMR mixture as a result of that as well. And it has its precision farming ready with its own soil map. And yeah, it's got its own crop calendar as well, which looks like this. Wow, we got some very interesting setups on the crop calendar. Really, really short planting calendar and a really short harvesting calendar as well. So this map is a really interesting challenge, I think. You're going to want to get quite a few different crops planted just to spread your harvest season. And when you create your crop rotation, I would very much look for crops that you can start harvesting in August and keep going through to November and spread them out amongst this harvesting season. Because, yeah, you'll need to do that. So, shall we get on the road and have a look around this map? I think we should. It is a very, very interesting map, this. It is Canadian, of course, as well. And that is... I love the sort of North American maps that aren't just in the US. We've got some really interesting Canadian maps on Farm Sim, and this looks to be one of the most interesting ones I think I've ever had the pleasure to have a drive around and have a look at. And I have to say, just looking at it straight off, I'm kind of going, I want to play this. This is such an interesting map to look at. It's got a nice little bit of elevation in places. There's an awful lot of detail to it. I mean, you can't help but have a huge amount of detail on a map with fields this odd shaped. It's just not possible to do it any other way. This is one of the extra farmyards. So this one is a little bit less bare bones than the last one. Still, nice big shed, nice big tanks, grain tanks. I do like these shelters, these sort of oval shaped sheds are really nice. I knew this was going to be a nice map. I've been following the development of this map on Facebook for a while, and knew it was coming. And yeah, it really lives up to the hype that has been given to it over the past few months. There's a lot of detail to it. There's a lot of big care and attention that has gone into it, and it really, really shows when you've got areas all over the place. So that must be the custom water source, I think, and it's just got all these winding streams on it and interesting fields and everything. And we are stuck, gone down a blind alley, so we're going to go around the edge of this field here. I'm getting lost on this map as well already. The other thing is, I have no idea where the edge of this map is. I thought I'd reached the edge of the map there, and I very much hadn't. It went on for quite a while further and up to the first town area along here. So yeah, it really is a hard map, this, to see the edge to it. We got a fuel station to our left, along with, what is this here? Is this Dino's there? This is the diner, so that's a sell point there. We've got more stuff up the top here, so there's something down this way here. Yeah, this looks like a sell point. This is the grain mill down here by the looks of things. Yeah, this is the grain mill. So production's built into this map as well. Lots of standard productions, which is really good. And they fit into it really nicely as well. I mean, that, using the American productions on here, they do fit very well into this map. And I'm really liking their placement too. This does not feel like a small map either. I mean, it's a standard 2x map, and yet it's feeling so much bigger. That, I think, is the spinnery, if I remember correctly. Yep, that's the swirling spindles spinnery. And then back around the other way, I believe that is the farmer's market around there. And yeah, we got a double sale point at that. And then the other side of the river, so back over this way, which no bridge, so it keeps throwing me off that. We've got the road that we should have been on around here. Oh, you are turning that way as well. That takes us round to another sell point over here. I love that there's roadworks on the side of the roads and things like that as well. That is a very nice touch. It is just the rock crusher. That is all that's around here. So yeah, a good little bit of stuff spread out around this town. Lots of detail in this town. Lots of interesting things to see, and lots of detail that's been put into it that just adds a lot of flavor. That's the word I'm looking for. There's a lot of flavor on this map, and I love maps that have that kind of stuff on it, that really go into fleshing it out as somewhere that is not just a farm sim map, but somewhere that is also somewhere that feels like a living, breathing place. And this has that in droves. It really does. For roleplay or just as a nice map to play, I think this is a really good all-round map. It really is. So long as you don't like sending your equipment with with hired workers, because you are going to have a lot of trouble with that. We've got another area on the area of town here. So we've got the bowling place there. Up here, we've got a couple of other bits. What have we got in here? So we've got the sawmill in here. That's nicely placed, right in the middle of town. Normally, you get sawmills placed a long way outside of town, but yeah, this is on the edge of the town. And then across here, that was close. We've got another area. We've got a tractor down here of some description as well, sitting in the shed or out the back. Oh, looks like we've got a forklift in that shed there. So there seems to be, this map might actually have a general use forklift. That would be pretty awesome. We've got the bakery and the dairy down here. We've got another factory, Goldenfield grain mill down here. So that's for creating flour. We've got a whole load of, we've got trains, and looks like we've got working trains on here as well, which are fully decked out in Canadian livery. As I mentioned at the beginning, custom vehicles and custom trains on here. And then in here, we've got another sell point. Oh no, another purchase point by the looks of things. Certainly that's an unloading point for you, so that's interesting. And then yeah, we've got tanks here for fuel and things as well. So there's so much in this town. There really is. That is a huge amount of bits in one area, and I'm guessing you can take control of the train as well, which is another nice touch to have that built in. A lot of maps don't have the ability to do the trains in them, and so to see one that has the train built in as well, that is really cool. I like that a lot. If we come down here and into here, this is the animal market. So yeah, animal market purchases over there, and I'm guessing sales of, that looks like wood, but it could be anything. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's that's the sale for. Possibly bales. Quite often in animal markets you have a bales sell point in here. And then back over this way, I think we've got the higher point for the train. I keep thinking I'm reaching the edge of the map and keep finding new areas. Also, I will say, nice to see the billboards on this map. Normally you only see the farm sim billboards on the main farm sim maps, on the default ones. And on here, it's got the billboards complete with showing the DLCs and things like that, which I really quite love that. That's a nice touch to bring those across as well and have them working in here, because it was showing the Kubota DLC. Another farm in there by the looks of things. Quite nice looking farm, that. I want to just turn in here and have a quick look at that. That looks really nice. Yeah. That's a nice looking farmyard. Really quite bare bones. It looks like, actually, no, this is a sell point. So this isn't actually a farm. This is a sell point. Wow. It's difficult to tell the farms from the sell points in some bits of this. I do like that, though. That is this is what I mean by a lot of character and a lot of detail. That this map has these in droves. Now, I think the edge of the map is currently to the right here. And that is... yeah, that's imperceivable as far as I'm concerned. You do not notice the edge of the map on this map. That is absolutely beautiful. Another grain store there, which I would guess adds when you purchase that area. I have no idea where I am on the map at the moment. In fact, we are running back up the middle section, and we've actually been through all of the main areas, which is... that's amazing. I've never driven around a map before, got completely lost like that, and realized I've seen all the main areas of the map. This map is amazing. This is a really great map, because I don't think there's a point in it where you'd find it boring. Everywhere is interesting to look at. Everywhere has heaps and heaps of detail and just looks brilliant. I mean, we went past the shop and I didn't realize I'd gone past the shop. So the shop is actually in the town where we just were, and we're just fiddling about. So yeah, the shop is also down there, because I know that will get pointed out when I publish this, and people go, "Oh, you missed this and this and this." Yeah. We went round all of it, and there was so much detail, and it was so interesting area. I didn't manage to pick up on everything, so it's fantastic. I really love this map. Let's have a look at the equipment we start with. Now we have quite an array of stuff to start with, which works on a large Canadian map like this. Very well. We've got the John Deere 4755 and Massey Ferguson 3670. Two good medium-sized tractors, 190 and 170 horsepower, respectively. We've got a very large Rochelle Mash RSM 2375 with 375 horsepower. A truck, the Max Superliner 6x4 with 500 horsepower. Harvester, we start with the New Holland CH770 Combine. Cars, we've got a Lizard Pickup 1986 kicking about. Trailers, we've got a Distinction Super B Pull Trailer. We've got the New Holland Verifeed 28-foot 4R Combine. We've a K-Line AG Powerflex 95 Disc Harrow, a Lemkin Solitaire 12 Cedar, a Hardy Navigator 4000 Delta Force Sprayer, a Quickie Q6M Front Loader, and the pallet fork and universal bucket from Albert to go with our front loader, and then two belt systems, a Conveyal 1690 and a Meridian TL 1239 to fill up the grain silos that we've got. All in all, I think that's a pretty nice setup for what we've got and what we start with on here. The field areas we start with are where we are now in area 20, field area, farmland ID 21, plus this large area here, which is all of field 1 that currently has flax in it. Yeah, that's really nice start. But here, that should bring you in a decent amount of money straight off the bat, and allow you to expand fairly quickly, I think. And you have everything to get yourself started, which is always good. Nice to see that. Yeah, these are our conveyors, and they go into these grain silos, I believe. So yeah, that's really cool. I'd like to see that built in straight off the bat on here. So really, really lovely map. highly recommend it for whatever gameplay you want to do. It caters for start from scratch, it caters for new farmer, and it caters for the farm manager in between. It's also great for multiplayer. So many farmyards on here. 7 farmyards will allow you to max out your server on your server as well. So that I really love too. All in all, this is a fantastic map. I highly recommend it. Go check it out. It is on the mod hub for PC and Mac, PlayStation and Xbox. So it is a cross-play map as well. What can I say about this map other than go check it out, go play it. It is fantastic and should suit almost every play style by the looks of things. So that's where I'm going to leave this first look. All that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.